Hello everyone, welcome to the demo today. Can you please tell me in the chat if you can see me and hear me good so that we can start? And also, of course, the more important that you see a screen so that we can easily, without any technical problems, that we can start. Great. You can hear me and see me also. Okay, then I think this is the right time to start. Thanks a lot for joining us today in our meshStack demo. So in this demo, we would like you to present the product meshStack, which we will showcase in a couple of minutes. So the product is for Cloud Foundation team, and we will showcase is in a minute, as I said. For to greeting you, my name is Polina. I am the product manager at Mesh Cloud, and I would like to share my expertise of the product today with you. So let's get started. So as I said, some words about the product in the beginning. So the meshStack, it's the Cloud Foundation platform. So our platform helped to accelerate the cloud journey of the central cloud team in the large organizations. And it helps to tackle the operational and management task in a daily business of the enabling cloud in organization, and also to scale cloud for organization. It could be one or more clouds, so multi-cloud environment. And to say this, we are right now in the admin area. This is the area exactly for the central cloud team, the people who really provide the cloud and make cloud real in the organization. Of course, we also have another side, which I will talk about a bit later. It's the workspace. It is where the application teams, users can book clouds, can book services, and really build on it their softwares and products. Okay, first things first, let's get started with the admin area. In the admin area, the main purpose is, as I said, is to manage the clouds, have the control around this. And in the first view in the dashboards, you will have the overview, what's going on in your cloud landscape. For example, how many tenants is there? I will say in a minute what does tenant mean. And also financials, how many users you have through time, as well as project and action needed sections. So the items that are waiting for your input, required action from your side, and you can move forward with them. Yeah, for example, someone requesting the quotas, or there is some financials requests. So something like this. And in order to explain you how all this works, as I said already 1 minute ago, I will explain you about tenants. So the tenants is something that is under the project, and project is under the workspace. And this all, it's one consistent cloud universe, yeah? So we have it here, the bubbles which you see, and this all connected. So workspace, it's the space, like open space, like in the many organizations have. There is the space where you can add the team members based on the logic. For example, you have product, yeah, you are developing product A, and then all the team members of this product can be the part of the workspace. Or for example, department, you have production department, and all team members could be in this workspace. And of course, in our software development world, we need to have the different stages, yeah? So the project, it's like under the workspace, and this is exactly could be the use case of stages. Let's say the project for development, the project for QA, the project for prod, and so on. So the workspace is the higher hierarchy, and inside the workspace, you will have the project. Why it is like this? Because, for example, in a workspace, you can add everyone, yeah, but not everyone, of course, can be able to access and change something in the production project. It's not the case because it's the security, could be security breach, yeah? And so in the project, we have tenants. And tenants is something that you book in a project. And this is the representation of the mesh project, meaning that it will be in the cloud represented. So this is the tenant. We invent this word in order to make this general under one umbrella, for example, Azure subscription, AWS accounts, and Google GCP. So this is like under one umbrella. Tenant, it's like representation, like the small part of the environment. And we also have users, of course, who are using all the stuff. And I want to showcase you the possibility of this cloud universe. Yeah, for example, I'm looking for the Daniela developer, yeah, and I see that Daniela, she is in this workspace in Liquid Mobile app, and then she has the specific project, and then also tenants inside this project. So you really can see what users are doing in your cloud landscape, what capabilities they have, what they are dealing with in daily business. And the also case that you can do other way around. For example, see in this Liquid Mobile workspace which other team members of Daniela developer are this in this workspace, and which projects it consists, and tenants. Okay, let's go step by step. And I wanted to show you first the workspace, the higher hierarchy. Yes, so we have the workspaces. This is the huge list of them. So all the workspace which you have in your meshStack, you can see here some tags, which I will talk about a bit later, statuses, of course, which users are in these workspaces, and payment methods, which will talk also about later. And as I explained, yes, under the workspaces, you will have this project, and you will have this link in the project overview in which workspace this project is, also it tags, and especially the tenants which is in this project. For example, in this case, it will be the AKS and GCP, Azure Resource Group, and so on. And the next layer, as we already discussed, is the tenant. This you will see especially the small parts, like what I've explained. Yes, the projection of this mesh project, so to say, to the platform. So for example, GCP with dedicated tenant ID, which is the same as in the cloud platform. And yeah, so it's successfully replicated, everything fine. And so to say, in the meshStack, you as the enterprise architect or as the platform engineers, you are providing to people platform, and then they book this tenants. Yeah, like you provide the Azure, and then people book accounts. So we in the meshStack are able to cover platforms like AKS, AWS, Azure, Azure Resource Group, GCP, OpenShift, OpenStack, and so on. You can see the whole list of what's available in the meshStack with regards to the cloud on our website. But we are covering most of the market. And also, there's some important things to mention. It's not only about cloud, but you can provide all others platforms. For example, GitHub, like development tool, or Datadog. You can easily make it here. For example, you create a platform, yeah, and you create your own platform. You provide here web console, you really integrate this, and then your users can not only book a cloud in the meshStack, but they can book any platform which they really need. So this is the trick here. And going to landing zone right now. So taking into account that cloud contains a lot of the important information, a lot of the valuable information which needs to be secure, there is no way that we cannot make it more secure. So we need to really enable security in the cloud. And this is the landing zone for it. So landing zone, it's something that it's a security configuration, so to say, for different use cases, and it's like the framework setting for platform. For example, The landing zone could be for production environment, really strict one, really with the clear settings, no deployment in China or something like this, yes. And then people will be able to use this pre-configured already setting template when they create a cloud. And they will not have the wiggle room to make something that could lead to security breach. So that's why we need a landing zone. And on top of the landing zone, there is also could be add something special and something in the form of, we call it building blocks. So it's like a Lego, yeah? Like your foundation, it's the landing zone. And then on top, you can add the building blocks and collect your Lego house. So building block, it's nothing like service. You can make it as manual one, or it could be the Terraform service. I will show you in a second. Yeah. So for example, let's say Azure Cosmos DB. It has its description. You can also add links, and it also have its implementation. You can add a Terraform version, Git repository tab, Git repository URL, and so on to really make this possible for customers. It could be Azure Cosmos DB, or let's say it could be Azure Network. Yeah. So people will be able to add also not only the cloud platforms, but also services. So yeah, and going further with this, probably when I already show you all around the landing zones and projects and workspaces, you saw these tags. And I've said that I will tell you about what it is. So this is also something interesting, and in the concept, not only metadata, like we usually think about tags, yeah, like, okay, I will collect as much metadata as possible to really make my cloud landscape efficient and see what's going on, but it's also about security. So for each mesh object, you can set tags whatever you want to, yeah. For example, environment, really popular tag like dev, QA, or prod, or confidentiality, public, or only internal. So you can do whatever you like. And what I said about security, you can make policies. Under the compliance, you can make a policies. Meaning, for example, you have the project which has the environment prod. And of course, you only can use for this project really secured landing zone, also with the prod tag. And that's how the really policies made. So you are connecting two objects with the same value. So for example, if I book the project with the prod, I cannot really book the landing zone with dev. It's restricted. You will not be able to choose this one. You only will be able to choose the prod landing zones. So, and a lot of things like this. For example, if you create a mesh workspace with only for production, you will not be able to create their projects which are in QA, yeah, because this is kind of restricted. And you can make any policy which you like to, combining these things around. So intersection or direct relation. So yeah, to make it even more secure and to guide users to choose the right things. So this is to say about the administration, quiet grips. Of course, access control, you will also see the all users, but I don't want to go to details. There is a lot of things which could be shown. By the way, if you would like to know more information, or you would like to know how meshStack could help you to solve your problems, because it's a different use case and it could be tailored, please go to the website, book the demo with our team, and we will really be happy to help you. Okay, but going further, let's go right now to the workspace part. As I said, yes, like I'm choosing my dedicated workspace, and this is where the application team members are doing their stuff. So this is really for them. This is not for the users who provide for the cloud central team who are providing the cloud. It's for the users who book a cloud and who will use it in order to build their software products. And here you also see the overview. You see here some tags and some information about workspace. You also see here the projects which could be created. I will show in a minute how they could be created, as well as what did project really include. Going into the step about further of creation a project, I just want to highlight it again. Yeah, so this is really enables to reduce all your problems with the ticketing, email, and so on. So you will not need this anymore. You will just go directly, application team members will go directly, book whatever they need. Voila, that's it. And then you will manage this. And by saying this, there is the marketplace. So I am, as the application team member right now, I will see all available things in the marketplace which I can book. AWS, maybe I want to book AWS platform, Azure, resource group, whatever. I also can see some information inside, like pricing. Yeah, you can charge internal pricing, for example, to cover your maintenance cost or licensing costs. I can see some description and so on and so forth. So this is the marketplace where user can book all the available platform and services in terms of the building block, which I showed you before, for their existing or new projects. So, okay. By the way, is there any questions about what I've said? I am checking right now chats in YouTube and LinkedIn. Is there any questions or anything you would like to know? Okay, seems that it's silent. It's also the good sign, meaning that everything is clear. Okay, let's then go further on, and I would like to go deeper in the application team area, yeah, so workspace. Let's try to create a project. Let's put the name, let's put demo today already, 13th of March. There you could put the owner, but this is all tags as I showed you before. The tags, it's really configurable thing, it's really customizable. You can put any tag that you want to. Here is just examples, yeah. So let's say I will put development, and we are production team, and landing zone, yeah, like this. Also you can make it like this, which type of the landing zone you want to have. For my case, it will be probably the cloud native landing zone, and as we do the public demo, it will be public. Okay, good to mention billing information. This is also important topic too, that I will represent you a bit later, but some words to say. Of course, meshStack not only help you to build services, to provide easy platforms, but also check that costs are there and people are really obey on their budget, so to say. So cloud is always creates costs, yeah. So people need to secure somehow that they will be able to pay this. So this is the billing information, like a credit card or the cost center. So people really said, okay, I have this the name big budget, and I have this cost center, and I have 100,000 euro left. So this is how user will tell for sure that they have something to pay. If they will not have the payment method, they will not be able to create a project. Yeah. And then we go further. We can select the cloud platform. I will choose the Azure in this case, and then let's go to configure it. I will choose a landing zone, as I said you before. Yeah, like for example, I choose right now the development platform, and I cannot choose the production landing zone. It's not really needed. So I choose the landing zone which is available for me. And here you can also not only book from marketplace, but also from here some building blocks. I don't need it right now, but you can easily also, for example, add Azure Cosmos DB or anything which is available. Click here, configure it, and add it with your cloud platform. Okay, let's go further. For example, I am looking for myself and grant myself as an admin role. Also important to say about the roles. You can match these roles with the roles on the cloud platform. So you can really customize these roles by matching this ID. What does it mean for each cloud platform? So make it easier for you to configure these roles. So let's say I would like to have the full access because I'm admin. I will also add Daniela developer, which I showed you before. I can also set expiration date if I know, for example, that she is the freelancer and she will only work with us 6 months or so. And I will also grant her rights like an admin. And then we go next. we will see all the information which we filled to overview, and then we can create a project. I will not do it right now because, as you see here in information, it will take some time to replicate for the platform. We don't really have it right now on a demo, so just I will show you the already real example when it was replicated and it's working. Okay, so let's go back to my workspace and I will show you the real project. By the way, is there any questions by now about creating the project for workspace or anything else that I need to clarify? Okay, seems not. Okay, then let's go a bit deeper. As I said, let's say, for example, we create a project and then we have here the platforms and here Azure, which is replicated successfully. And we have also some building blocks booked, yeah, like budget alerts, for example, subscription, yeah, and you can have all the information here. You can also have the link directly to the portal, yeah, and the tags. So you have all information here, and it will be stored for you in the card where you can always access and see and add building blocks if you would like to, and add other tenants. So yes. So to say about the workspace area, maybe what I would like to also to add, it's about the access, which I told you before. Yeah, like different users will have the different access layers. For example, there is the workspace member who only can see things but not change, and the workspace manager really have the power to change tags, change financials, see them, and so on. So yeah, this is about it. So let's go deeply to check financial part. I will go back to the administration area, and I would like to share with you all the magic that finance have here. So the thing is that right now, probably if you don't have any specific FinOps tools, you are doing this in the spreadsheet, in the Excel or something, that one bill came to you, and then you try to allocate costs all around the organization, which could be a lot of time consuming and also error prone. Of course, I do understand, because it's a lot of money on table, especially if you have the contracts with AWS or Azure. So in meshStack, we help you to avoid all this effort and all this pressure on your shoulders. It simply do everything for you. So first of all, you will have the overview of the costs over time of your more expensive projects, maybe to make some adoptions and make some justifications to reduce costs. And you will have, in the end of each month, you will have the chargeback statements. The chargeback statements, it's something which will show you for specific project the all consumption that it has. For example, here, this project consumed 223 euros. So per project, you will see the all consumption. And then you can go, for example, this project use Azure, this project use AWS, and then you can go report by report and see what we take for you from cloud providers, for what reasons we charge these people. And as I told you before about the payment methods, yes, like people need to secure that they will be able to pay. For example, you see some things are already exceeded a lot. So that's how they secure that they will pay with the payment methods when this chargeback will be formulated, will be finished, and then, this bill come to them. I will also show you in a minute. They will also able to see the application team members, their own bills. And here you can manage the payment methods as well. For example, you can see if someone have no payment methods, yeah, and you can contact these people directly, or delete them, that they will be not able to use meshStack anymore if there is the case, yeah. They couldn't be set, for example, because the case that they didn't provide it yet, they just create a new workspace, they didn't book any projects yet, or they had the payment method for the year, but year already finished, there is a new year, 1st of January, and then they didn't have payment method anymore. So yeah, the same as the exceed budget payment method, you see there is some projects that really over the budget, and then you can also contact them or close the access for them. So you will be really able to make this transparent and also with no effort as you had right now for you. So everything will be allocated and you just need to take money from this guy, so to say. Yes, and saying this, these people also empowered and they under the control to see all their finances. Yeah, like they will see, for example, on the workspace level, they will see all chargeback statements for all their project. For example, here, yeah, the same format, they will see this information, but I mean dedicated to their workspace. And also on the project level, same situation. Now they will have the information only for their project, month by month. Yeah, for example, here on February they have 70 euros, and in March they have almost 200, and then they will also be able to maybe forecast or understand how much money they are in average spending to plan their budget for the next year. So yeah, we are coming to the final question round. Do you have any questions or anything that you would like to know about the meshStack, which I didn't cover yet? Okay, no one typing. Seems that we can then close our demo. Just want to say some words like please, if you will have any other question or you like our product and you feel that it will solve your problems, it will give you the ability to achieve the cloud transformation in your organization and excel operations as well as scale really fast, please contact us. You will see information in our profile of YouTube, our website, where you can book a demo, and then we will discuss with you how we can help you further and how meshStack can help you in daily business. And also please join our community. We have the community for the professionals in cloud, platform engineers and enterprise architect, which also could be valuable for you. We're discussing different topics all around the cloud, GreenOps, FinOps, and other important things. So yeah, please subscribe also to our Slack channel. And I will leave right now the form in the chats so that you can provide me feedback about the our session today. So what you like, maybe what you don't like, please be open for this so that we can really improve on further demos, and maybe what you also want to see next time in our demo. So yeah, I am having it right now. Thank you everyone for joining today, and have a nice day. Thank you so much. See you. Bye bye.